Hey gang, it's Donna. Ooh, I look crazy. Um, we're working on my dying painting. I could not get my live stream to work and it's killing me. And we're gonna talk books while we do it. I had oral surgery, so I'm slurring a little bit and my mouth is a little jacked up, so bear with me. I'm gonna tilt you down so you can actually see what I'm working on versus looking at me. And we'll see how that goes. And if you have any questions, just type them. Actually, let me get YouTube up on my other computer. Oh, it's always such a hassle. Let's see. Okay, well, apparently it's working. I think. So, since I'm diamond painting by myself today, we're going to nail this down. And hopefully, you can see my current project. Oh, you can. Look at that. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. Shut it off. So, we're talking diamond painting in books today. First, we're going to start with diamond painting because I'm sorry, I have a lot of stuff going on at one time. We're doing Jonathan again because me and his mother spelled it wrong the first time. So I'm on my third day of it, my second letter, and what I've been doing is breaking it down in sections and just sliding the paper back so I can cover it up if I want to. Um, here's the O, and we're working on the 5200s because I have quite a bit of them to do again. And this time I decided to do it just a little differently. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I'm gonna see what the volume is like on this one. I ordered a camcorder finally, so hopefully it will come soon. Let me just share this on Facebook. Okay. We have tweeted and twittered and everything else. So we're working on nuggets, aka Jonathan's painting again. I'm not using my light pad because I'm just doing the 5200s, which is just white. I have six, my workspace is a mess right now. Let's see what's up with Nugget. My book. Okay, it is square drill. It is 50 by 150. It has 40 colors. I ordered it from Amy YI Factory Store on AliExpress. I'll put the links on the bottom for you. Um, I ordered it on April 10th. It was shipped on the 18th of April. I received it on the 30th. So that's what, 20 days from ordering the custom till delivery, which is not bad. I got some coupons for it, so it cost me $30.13. And they were really good about it. There was a lot of conversations, and I like that store. I like the canvas. I like the drills. I'm not having any problems with stickiness or anything like that. Everything seems to be working well. Right now, and I'm doing checkerboard pattern because I'm finding it easier with the amount of drills that I have, and with this can actually get lowered. Girl, line stuff up. This is just extra paper that I saved from other projects. And why is it not working all of a sudden? Maybe because I put it on the wrong way. So everything should be covered. Cat hair. When I fold back my page, I scotch tape it down. Scotch tape is your best friend because it does not stick to anything it's not supposed to, and it's very helpful. And if you've got hair on your canvas or anything in it, you can kind of do this and get it off. And I'm going to use this piece to fix this end. I hate washi tape, but I'm using it. I trim off the excess. I wish it didn't come with excess, but it does. I trim it off because it drives me insane. Right now I'm listening to Twilight again because apparently they're doing another Twilight book, which is from Edward's point of view. So I'm kind of excited about that. Not really, but more curious than excited, I guess. Because I find it, I don't know, how many years later? My daughter's 26, so 10 years later. Speaking of that, there is something on my canvas, and ta-da, it's off. I keep my garbage can under my desk so that I can just really throw stuff out as I'm going. I need to clean my roller because it's looking a little gnarly. I use diaper wipes for everything. When I do checkerboard, I use tweezers to lay down the initial ones because it just makes it easier for me. And I really know I just skipped from Twilight to back to diamond painting. But my cohort is not on this evening, which would be Christine. So we're kind of just chilling and painting, and that is why I chose to talk about books tonight. Because with this stupid quarantine that everybody's in, I've been rereading a lot of audiobooks again. Well, rereading books, but listening to them on audio while I work. Like I said, I had surgery this week. Actually, I had it on Tuesday. And I'm not having a good time with it. And the pain meds are messing with me just a little bit. So y'all need to bear with me. Move my light over I hope it doesn't mess up the video for you guys. I'm doing the white first, and then I'm going in and doing the letters, because the inside of the letters with the colors, because some of these colors are really dark, and they didn't really punctuate the symbols on the dark ones very well. Like, I have a really dark hunter green, and they used black ink to put the symbol on it, which is kind of like, if you're blind like I am, doesn't work. So hence the magnifying glass. The light board will come out later. And the one symbol is actually for like 310, for DMC number 310, but they made it blue on the canvas, and it's a triangle inside a triangle, and it's so faint that it's absurd. And then they've got one that looks like a nipple, that looks like a boob. It's a circle with a dot in the middle, and it's gray. It's just really light, the white stamp inside, so I was having a hard time with that also. I'm gonna do these little 5200s up here real quick, because they're bugging me, that they're just kind of sitting there. So we'll get those out of the way. But like I said, I've been doing a lot of reading. Twilight's coming back out. They're going to do it from Edward's point of view, which I'm really kind of curious about, because generally the books are like Bella's point of view, or oh my God, what's this, Jacob's point of view. There's not a lot of Edward's point of view in it, so I'm curious to see his perspective. So I'm rereading them, or re-listening to them, and we've all seen the movies so much, and I forget that the books are so very different and so much more detailed. And that one didn't sit right. And this one has fuzz on it. So let me find my lighter. I clean my tweezers with a lighter. This is a neat trick. When I place my diamonds, I use this very, very pointy one. And when I have to readjust them or pull something off the canvas, these are like suture removal tweezers. Don't ask. I used to be an EMT and I worked in a clinic. But because they're flat and they're perfectly flat, it kind of works better for picking stuff up off the canvas. Because I've noticed with the real pointy tweezers, when you have to readjust the drill, they can scratch them, or you won't get a good grip on them, especially if they've been on the canvas for a hot minute. So we will see how the second version of Twilight works, because I'm kind of curious how Edward thought. I'm also reading books from Sarah J. Maas, who is currently my favorite author. She is a rock star, as far as I'm concerned, and I can listen and reread her books quite frequently. I just read her new series, which is Crescent City, I believe. Let me pull her up here real quick. Yes. Look, I have I've read a lot of books. I am in a room full of books, and this is probably the first book, I hate to say, where the sexual overtones are ridiculous. And I have never seen a woman write the word cock so much in my life. I listened to the audio version before I read the book, and I was kind of like, okay. It was just, I don't know. I swear like a sailor, and I found the use of the word cock pretty vulgar. And actually, it surprised me, because all her other book series, it's not that I guess, verbal about it. Because, we all read books, and yeah, they get into the hot and heavy love scenes and all that good, goofy stuff. But to actually, it was a little bit more graphic than 50 Shades of Grey. I'm going to say that. I am actually going to say that. But it was a damn good book. It really was a good book. Uh, if you're just starting to read her, The Throne of Glass, she has 3 series out. The first one is Throne of Glass. The second one is Court of Thorns and Roses. And then the third is Crescent Cities. She also put out a book called Catwoman Soul Stealer. I haven't read that yet, but I have done Throne of Glass. Um, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books in Throne of Glass. It's The Assassin's Blade, Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, Tower of Dawn, and Kingdom of Ash. It is such a good book series. Like, it's addictive. Her other one is The Court of Thorns and Roses. She's only got 1, 2, 3, 4 books out in that series, and another one is coming out in January. So that's 5. It's A Court of Thorns and Roses, A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight. I am in love with that series completely. I'm upset because the original Throne of Glass series is done. It ended well, but it's kind of like you want to know the rest of the story because I got this thing for fairies and witches and basically batshit crazy stuff that you wouldn't even think about. But she brings it to your attention and she puts it in your head and she makes it to where you're like, oh, how? I want to live there. The main character in the book is Selena, in the series for Throne of Glass, is Selena Sardothien, who actually turns out to be, holy crap, who is she in real life? Where's the characters? Oh, Selena turns out to be Aelin Asher Galathinius. She is the sole heir to Tarrasin, Queen of Tarrasin, Aelin Fireheart, fire-breathing bitch queen, and the queen who was promised. It's kind of like a really crazy, sad love story, but it works out really well because she meets Rowan, and Rowan just sounds absolutely delicious. And even though I guess you would say he's a very. Rowan is the prince and Fey warrior who is tasked with training Aelin, becomes her trainer, then her love interest, and Caranon. And he used to be loyal to Queen Maeve, and he was a former member of Maeve's cadre, and he's a shapeshifter who could take the form of a hawk. He just sounds really hot in the book. Like, she makes it so that the characters are very almost like lifelike, to where the shit that happens to them besides the face stuff and the shape shifting could actually be normal and happening to regular people. And I just like their love story. And I like the fact that the main characters in her books are all women and they all kick ass. The books are kind of similar. Well, each series is kind of similar, but it's okay. It's cool. I like my fae. I like my witches. This series has fae that shapeshift, champions that are batshit crazy, a king who's absolutely nuts and possessed by something with a collar. Um, and he fucks everybody's life up. Oop, I swore, sorry. But there's fae that turn into lions and white wolves, and there's twin wolves, and then there's all kinds of crazy stuff. There really is. There just really is. And there's sex in it, but it's, I don't know, it's not so much sexy sex, but it's more of passionate sex, I guess. And then there's iron teeth witches who literally have iron teeth that pop down when they get annoyed, and iron hand nail things that slide out of their fingers. I would so love these things to become a movie because I would like to see how this shit actually works. And then there are black beak witches who are kind of like, I don't know, they're weird. And there's blue bloods, and there are yellow legs. Yellow legs are freaking nuts. And then there's the 13, and you so fall in love with the Iron Teeth Witches, probably second or third book, because Manon is just cool as hell. But everybody's kind of got magic. Magic is in Rift Hold no longer a viable thing. So if you're a shapeshifter when magic went out, you're stuck in whatever form you were in. And Selena / Aelin finds a way to release magic with Kaol and Dorian. Dorian is the prince, and Kaol is um, captain of the King's Guard. But he's basically Dorian's best friend, and he's there to make sure Dorian eventually winds up on the throne, which I won't give you that plot, but it's actually really cool. So I would highly recommend Sarah J. Maas. I don't want to give you too much, but if you like fairies and you like weird stuff and, you know, you like characters that are relatable, Sarah J. Maas's books are the way to go. Completely the way to go. My cats are creating mayhem and havoc in the other room. I took my medicine, so we'll see how long I'm able to stay up now. I want to get this section finished. I use the pen to go back in and fill in after I've done the see, I can't think. I'm so glad that this does not require a lot of thinking because I'd be so screwed right now. You might hear a book in the background because, like I said, I'm listening to Twilight again. And I'm almost done with it, so I don't know what I'm going to be listening to when this is finished. Gonna have to find new books to terrorize myself with. I will take suggestions if anybody's got any. Ew, I just got really quiet. I'm not very much chatty Cathy. Like I said, I had oral surgery, so my mouth is kind of kicking my butt. that's why I think I'm going to put my book on in the background so at least I can listen to that because everybody's sleeping. I will say this: I ordered a painting from, I think it's DPO, which is a U.S. based diamond painting company, and it came and it had a couple really big rivers in it, and they did me right. They're gonna send me a return label for the painting. They're sending me one to do in the meantime, till they can replace the painting that I had, because it was a matter of the pour. The canvas was apparently not flat when it was poured, so they're doing me a solid, and I appreciate that because it's better than what I get from AliExpress, and they charge just about the same thing as AliExpress, so it works out well, and it's not taking that long to get the work from them. So, oh, I fudged up. Yes, I did. Dang it, that sucks. Well, you know what? I will fix that. Just not going to include this rug in my madness that I'm making. This is what happens when you take pain meds and try and diamond paint. So I ordered an actual webcam, and I think I got a good price and a good deal on it. It was like $54. There's a cat hair in there. But it comes with a 6-foot cord, a tripod, a lens cover, and a bunch of other stuff. So hopefully it works out better than the last one. I found my Logitech one that's my mother's, I guess, and it doesn't have a microphone on it, so it doesn't do me any good. And I haven't figured out how to use both cameras on my laptop at the same time. I'm already yawning, so I don't think this is going to be a long work session today. Because it looks like it's almost time for bed. Holy crap, I'm yawning again.
Any pointless rules. So many unnecessary laws you create for yourself, Carlyle. The white-haired ancient hissed. How is it possible? His expression was not as mindless as the guards, but it was nearly as blank. Like the one other time I'd seen him, he appeared to be utterly bored. The bodies of the Volturi's witnesses leaned toward us, their eyes fixed furiously on Renesmee and me, but they stayed near the fringe of the forest, leaving a wide berth between themselves and the Volturi soldiers. Only Irina hovered close behind the Volturi, just a few paces away from the ancient females, both fair-haired with powdery skin and filmed eyes, and their 2 massive bodyguards. There was a woman in one of the darker gray cloaks just behind.
Please make sure you subscribe to my channel and like the video. I have to get like 1,000 subscribers to be able to live stream from my phone, which is crazy.
But I would not waste my life trying to get to Caius or Ara. I had more vital targets. I searched the line for them now, and had no difficulty picking out the 2 petite, deep gray cloaks near the heart of the arrangement. Alec and Jane, Easily the smallest members of the guard stood just to Marcus's side, flanked by Dimitri on the other. Their lovely faces were smooth, giving nothing away. They wore the darkest cloaks beside the pure black of the ancients. The witch twins, Vladimir had called them. Their powers were the cornerstone of the Volturi offensive, the jewels in Aro's collection. My muscles flexed, and venom welled in my mouth. Aro's and Caius's clouded red eyes flickered across our line. I read disappointment in Aro's face as his gaze roved over our faces again and again, looking for one that was missing. Chagrin tightened his lips. In that moment, I was nothing but grateful that Alice had run. As the pause lengthened, I heard Edward's breath speed. "Edward?" Carlyle asked, low and anxious. They're not sure how to proceed. They're weighing options.
Oh, good
Choosing
Lord.
targets,
I'm getting
and of
nauseous
course,
from looking through the magnifying glass.
Marcus is reading the strength of our ties to each other. Looking for
Alright, I'm sorry this video is so
the
short,
Romanian's presence irritates
but
them.
apparently my medicine
They're
is
worried
kicked
about
in.
the faces they don't recognize. The freedom
Yep.
and Senate,
I'm getting nauseous.
and the wolves of atrophy. They've
So I'm
never
going to
been
cover
outnumbered
this up for
before.
the night.
That's
We'll
what's
pick
stopping
this up tomorrow when I'm not feeling like this.
Tanya whispered incredulously.
If you have any questions or
They don't
comments
have the witnesses, Edward
or want me
breathed.
to show you anything,
They are non-entities.
please just
Needless to the guard. Aro just
leave a
enjoys
comment
the
and we'll do a
audience.
video on it.
Should
Thank
I
you for
speak?
watching. Please make sure you subscribe
Edward hesitated,
and
then
like the
nodded.
video. Have a good
This
night.
is the only chance
Thank
we
you.
have. Carlyle squared his shoulders and paced several steps ahead of our defensive line.